Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Tarot Predictions guys. This is going to be a taroscope for November 2017 for you. And before we start, I just want to remind you that if you do want a personal reading with me, you can always purchase one at www.tarotpredictions.net, which is written here in the description of the video. In case you wish to support the channel, you can make also subscription there in the section of members only. And when you choose your subscription, you will start receiving a lunar phases readings, personal readings for you, and that is going to be twice per month. So with that being said, let's start directly to the first card that is going to describe the topic of this month of November. And we do have the Eight of Wands for you with the Moon card. So it's totally about making money, guys. It's totally about taking all these kind of like let's say at first vague and very inconsistent, very how can I place it in words here, kind of like a very risk-like taking opportunities to increase your financial state. And if you play your cards right here, you can increase your financial state, you can increase your stability, you can face your expenses, and even though you will be left with even more than that. Now, talking about your career, these cards could reflect a proposition from your boss or from your supervisor for some extra additional work, for taking on a project that you usually are supposed not to take on, but because probably a coworker of yours is on vacation or they are sick in you and there is no one else to take upon it, you can, and that will pay off eventually, or kind of like at the end of the month in your salary, guys. This is as far as it goes about a career. And also that could be some private job that you have to do, or you will have the opportunity to do so, but it's not gonna seem like, how can I place it in words? It's not gonna see like something. It seems like something long-lasting. This is what I'm talking about. It's a short-term contract. Most likely, it is a just one-time job and this kind of stuff. And through it, you will be able to increase your finances. Talking about your relationship here, guys, it does look like that true material comfort. You will be able to kind of like consolidate your relationship, or to make it a little bit better than it is right now, by spending money for your partner, by buying them things, buying them presents. And toward what end, that is remain to be known, but for sure right now for you Sagittarius, if you do so, if you do start buying presents for your partner and just surprising them in some with some additions regarding material gains, they will, for what it seems, are going to look with different eyes upon you, with better eyes. What is important here to be known, guys, is that most of those kind of opportunities you will have, or most of the circumstances that are happening, which will present you an opportunities there, especially career-wise, they will seem not very well, the word was on the tip of my tongue and I forgot it. Not very secure, yeah, but it's kind of like, as again, it is one-time job, but it is something short-term. So in fact, you should kind of like throw yourself into whatever comes into your way, so you can just earn those extra money, guys, as it will pass by you if you don't, and it will go to the next person. So why, in fact, that should not be you. The difficulties this month are represented by the Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords, excuse me, with the Ace of Cups. And not everything you have to do here is going to be according to your system of belief. That's the problem. And most of your approaches, that's kind of like a difficult to be interpreted. But in order to improve your circumstances, these cards are saying, is well, let's say it that way, guys. In order to improve your circumstances, you know what have to be done deep down within you. What I mean is that you kind of like know where how you can fix your issues, you know how to fix the things into your career, you know how to fix the things into your relationship. The problem is that the approach that you have to take, that you know that you have to take, is not something that you would usually take, and is not something that you would like to do. I mean, you'd like to do something different, which is the wrong thing to be done. That being said, you kind of have to follow your intuition here rather than your emotions. You have to follow your cold reporting mind rather than your heart. It is because your heart is going to lead you into a very, very unfavorable and very, very insecure position, guys. It's gonna basically throw you into a limbo. It's gonna basically throw you into a situation which resolution is anybody's guess, which means that you will have no control whatsoever upon it. Talking about your career, you have to take on these kind of opportunities, guys. You are sure that you have the time to go for them, and those kind of opportunities may kind of feel you a little bit uncomfortable. It could be because you have to do a how can I place it in words, you have to work for someone you don't want to work for, or you know, you have to kind of like sacrifice a personal time in order to do so, and these kind of stuff. But in reality, you know that these things are going to improve your standards. I mean, these additional activities that may be presented to you into your career are going to improve your standard and are going to allow you to face certain expenses with much more ease, although it's not going to be comfortable for you to attend to those kind of activities. And into your relationship, these cards express kind of like I do believe they do express kind of like a confession or a submission, in a sense that if you do have difficulties with your partner here, it is the time where you have to apologize. Here is the time where you have to say, you know, I'm sorry, and to ask for penance for what you have done, even though what you have done may not be the wrong thing to be done. I mean, this time you have to basically take the fall if you want that relationship to move on forward. And it's kind of like unfortunate, guys, because you will not feel very good, I mean, from what you need to do in order to make that relationship work out. However, in a certain sense, for the grand scheme of things, for the end goal, I think that right now these kind of like expenses, if we can call it that way, completely justifies the end results, which means it's going to be one stable relationship. And the next card is going to represent the things that you can rely on, or the positivity this month is presenting to you. And we have the Queen of Wands with the Five of Cups. So this is a woman, guys, that is going to contribute for your well-being, in the sense that she, wherever you screw up, she is going to be there. And she kind of, if we're talking about your career, she's standing quite higher in the hierarchy, and she totally has your back, in the sense that if you screw up with something, she will stand beside you. And I don't know how it is the expression of English, but she will step for you forward, and she will shield you from taking any falls, from taking any you know, consequences, bad consequences happening to you. As a matter of fact, she's going to encourage you quite well. She knows exactly where your strong sides are, and she's going to encourage you, throwing yourself into these kind of activities which you are stronger at them. And I could suggest you guys to completely utilize the help of that woman, is because she can really contribute. What I mean is that she can open new doors, especially toward activities that you are not very comfortable and not very convinced that you can lead, and that you can that you can finalize and bring into succession here. So she is going to exactly tell you how you can do it, and beside, with her acute sense of how the things work, and for her acute sense of how you can do a certain, you know, certain maneuvers, certain things. She's going to give you the exact step, the exact plan, the exact to-go list, how you can actually make a certain activity as a succession, and a certain project to be finalized and to be basically marked as a achievement. It is very important here, if we're talking about career, to try to get to the emotional state of your partner, because these cards are showing that at this month you Sagittarius will have that sense what your partner needs. You will have that sense what they require and where they are stronger and where there are weak points, and by pressing these weak points you can really get into them emotionally and make them submit to your will, in a sense where, yeah, even though you have to say I'm sorry, and you have to, you know, you have to submit and confess things you are not guilty for, they are going to pay for that after this by feeling bad about it. It is because you will press a certain buttons. There are certain buttons of weakness which are going to make them, I cannot say that they're going to feel pity, but definitely they are going to become even kinder to you. And the last card, it is to summarize all that, and we do have the King of Swords with the Emperor. Okay, so that's this is a very positive combination, because it says that at the end of the month you will be in charge in your things, especially talking about career. You will be very fulfilled of where you are finding yourself at. Most of your activities will be finalized with succession here, and you will organize your work in an extremely settled way. You will give that balanced and accurate judgment about the activities you are doing at, and you will be able to prioritize them quite well in a term that they will not consume much of your time. They don't consume much of your much of your resources. What I mean is that you will not have everything scattered so you can scamper around it, but instead you will have everything structured, everything systemized, everything ordered, if we can say it that way. That will allow you to mitigate and to juggle in between your activities with much more ease. That will also allow you to have more personal freedom, to have more time for yourself, and as well is going to place you in the eyes of others, especially your bosses and your supervisors, as someone capable, as someone that is really worthy of being given an authority. So that could be a first step, guys, toward your promotion. That could be a first step toward recognition of finalizing a grand achievement. And same thing goes for your relationship. You are going to feel quite well, because at the end of the month you will be in control with your relationship. You will be the one calling the shots, because your partner is going to realize that their judgment is inaccurate, that their solution to and resolution to difficulties is completely out of touch with reality, and you are the one who is quite aware of the situation that is standing in between you two, and your propositions, your approaches, your plans basically are those plans that needs to be executed, because they for sure will give a results, rather than the plans of your partner. They are celluloid, and they kind of doesn't have any touch with arguments, doesn't have any touch with proofs that everything is going to work. So it's a little bit of a sluggish month for you guys, where you will kind of like rely on the support of somebody that you will have to, at the start, you will have to start picking up from a thin air these kind of opportunities, so you can increase your financial state, so you can make yourself feeling much more comfortable, and to kind of like relieve yourself from a certain stress that the material gains are giving to you, and from there you will work yourself through regaining back control upon your situations. So that was the taroscope for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you liked it, and I hope it helps you in a certain way. And if it does, please like and share the video so it can help to more people. And if you do want a personal reading with me, guys, you can always purchase one at www.tarotpredictions.net, which is written here in the description of the video. And also, if you want to support the channel for more content, you can make a subscription there at my website in the members only section, and as soon as you make that subscription, you will start receiving a videos for the lunar phases, which is twice per month. And with this, I wish you best of luck with the upcoming month, guys, and see you next time. Bye.